Good day, everyone. I am Cindy Parrott. I am an Education Service Advisor for the 88th Readiness Division Education Services. And today we're going to go over Army Tuition Assistance and GoArmyEd.com. Let's get started. So, GoArmyEd.com is the Army Tuition Assistance website where soldiers can log in and request tuition assistance. Access 24/7 wherever they are in the world. Take a look at what's left over with their TA or what they've used for the fiscal year, what they haven't used for the fiscal year. It's also a way for them to view current course enrollments. So if you're not sure whether or not you've already registered for a class for that term, you can go to GoArmyEd.com and see if you did through the Army side. What's Army Tuition Assistance? So the Army Tuition Assistance is for academic programs towards your associate's, certificate, bachelor's, or master's degree program. You can utilize tuition assistance up to 130 semester hours for your undergrad. So associates and bachelor's, 130 semester hours is your limit. If you're going for your master's program, you do have a 39 semester hour graduate limit. And if you're going for a certificate program, you are looking at 21 semester hours for your semester hour tuition limit. If you go over that, if let's say for instance you are at 130 and you still require 6 more semester hours towards the completion of your degree, unfortunately you will not be eligible for those additional 6 semester hours, as you have already utilized all 130 semester hours limit that you had for tuition assistance. Same thing for the certificate program. Now, Army Tuition Assistance per fiscal year, so fiscal year starts 1 October, ends 30 September, you do get 16 semester hours for that fiscal year. On top of the 16 semester hours, the Army will pay up to $250 per semester hour. Now, if you're going for a quarter hour school, it is $166 per quarter hour. TA is approved on a course by course basis only. I really want to remind the soldiers this right here. There's a reason why it's bold. There's a reason why it's underlined. You have to remember that the TA is approved on a course by course basis only. So if you're taking 5 classes per semester and you only registered for 1 class, the Army TA will only pay for that 1 class that you've registered through the GoArmyEd program. Now, if you registered for each individual classes and you have an approval letter for each individual classes that says TA will pay for it, then the TA will be paid for up to $250 per semester hours towards that semester. Everything must be submitted through the GoArmyEd portal. And right now, the timeline is you have to put it in there within 5 business days before the start date of the class. Anything after that could be denied. So you have to make sure that you registered in the system within 5 business days. Now, the system will allow you to register within 6 to 8 weeks out in advance. Now, there are some tuition assistance eligibility. Before we had the eligibility requirement where the soldier had to complete the advanced individual training and they had to wait a year after that was completed before utilizing tuition assistance. They got rid of that requirement. So now we have 2 eligibility tiers. Tier 1 are for soldiers that are just coming into service. So this is their first go round. All you have to do is complete your AIT, your advanced individual training. If you are an officer, you do need to complete your basic officer leaders course. Warrant officers needs to complete warrant officer basic course. This is if you have not utilized tuition assistance for your undergrad degree. So if you've never utilized TA for associates or bachelors, you are considered a tier 1 soldier, and this is your eligibility requirements. Okay. Tier 2, if you've utilized tuition assistance for your undergrad, whether it be for your associates or bachelors, you will need to complete the following requirements. So for tier 2 soldiers, you will need to complete advanced leadership course. If you are an officer, Captain Career Course. And if you are a Warrant Officer Advanced Course to utilize TA towards your master's degree. How to get started. So I wanted to show you guys what the GoArmyEd portal looks like. I get a lot of phone calls about, well, I think I'm on the right website, but I'm not sure. So this right here is just an overview of what you're going to look for. So if you go to www.goarmyed.com, if you've never utilized tuition assistance, please go ahead and create a new user. So if you are a current student and you remember your username and password, this is where you input it. If you forgot it, there's a way for you to reset everything and get an email of what your username was. Now, once you log in, you can actually connect your Common Access card, your CAC card, so that all you have to do is, if you have a CAC card reader at home, is just click login, type in your PIN number, and it'll automatically send you back into your student page. There's ways for soldiers to do some research as far as how to look for schools. If you don't know if your school is approved for Army tuition assistance, there's ways for you to look for it. One of them is through the GoArmyEd portal, and you do not need to log in to utilize this. All you have to do is go to GoArmyEd.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see the black footer where it says earn a degree or credentials. You're going to look for the link that says schools and programs. Once you click on this link, there's two ways to search. The first one, we're going to go for the second tab, which is search degrees. Okay, these are schools that are fully integrated into the GoArmyEd database. What that means is every semester the school will upload their class schedule, and all you have to do is log into GoArmyEd.com, type in your subject code, your catalog number, and it'll pull up all the classes that are available for that term that you can register for. And then all you have to do is click enroll and validate your personal information, your email, your phone number, and so on. And then within 24 hours after clicking register and verifying your information, you will get notification from the school that you have registered for that term. If you're not sure what school you want to go to, but you know what type of degree you want to go for, this is a great way for you to kind of do a search and figure out which schools. You could do some research beforehand and figure out which one is the best fit. The second search is search by school. This is actually the first tab right here. This search function will go through all of the schools that we have in the database, fully integrated and those that are not. The ones that are not integrated are approved for tuition assistance. The registration for a class just requires additional step on your end. So in this example, I went ahead and searched for all the schools that have American in its name. So this one I highlighted, American Intercontinental University, as an example. If it says active, that means they're approved for tuition assistance for soldiers. If they are a SOC school, Service Member Opportunity Colleges, it will say yes. SOC DNS is, again, Service Member Opportunity Colleges Degree Network System, and their accreditation type. There's two accreditation, there's national and regional. On this side right here, you'll notice there's a view button next to it. This means the school is fully integrated. So if you did this search by degrees, the first example that I showed you, send you some information about the degree programs that they have. Now, these, let's take a look at, let's pretend that you were looking at American International College, which is based out of Springfield, Massachusetts. They are approved for tuition assistance, but as you can see right here with the dash, that means they're not integrated in our system. That means you'll have to go to the school website, to the school registrar, to register for the upcoming term, and then you have to go back to your GoArmyEd account and register for the classes. At this time, the overview is complete, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment or send me an email, or go to your GoArmyEd help desk ticket, create a ticket, and an education service advisor can go over with you some of the information that I went with. So if you have any questions about the Army TA policy, the tuition assistance semester hour limit, the tuition assistance academic programs that you can get into, how to search for schools, and so on, please don't hesitate to let us know.